This is Karen Gillenwater, curator at the Carnegie Center for Art and History. Often visitors to an art museum feel that there is one message that an artist wants them to get from the art. This is especially true, I think, with contemporary art. However, most artists are interested in learning visitors' responses to their art rather than imparting a specific message to others. This is definitely the case with Julia Oldham and her drawings and videos that are on view as a part of this exhibit. She wishes to hear different interpretations of her work and encourages discussion about them. Each person's response to an artwork is valid, and as a curator and museum educator, I always hope that after a visit, our visitors continue to think about the art that they saw and their reactions to it. This exhibit in particular is greatly influenced by science, which I think is always an interesting subject matter for art. Julia Oldham has been surrounded by science and nature all of her life. In the audio interview here, she talks about exploring nature as a child and having crickets for pets. Both her father and her husband are physicists, and she has worked with her husband on art projects about science. Before her residency at Bernheim Arboretum, Julia read a book called The Secret Life of Plants by Peter Tompkins and Christopher Bird that was originally published in 1973. This book is described as a fascinating account of the physical, emotional, and spiritual relationship between plants and man. With chapters such as Plants Can Read Your Mind, Visitors from Space, and Plants Will Grow to Please You, this book is known for its unconventional pseudoscientific ideas. The intelligence, or lack of intelligence, of plants and their relationship to humans has been debated over time, and this book certainly added an interesting twist to that conversation. The ideas in this book form the basis for Julia's experiments at Bernheim, which, by the way, she even describes as bizarre. As I mentioned, there is no one right way to interpret or respond to these videos. Personally, I see them as a very tongue-in-cheek attempt by someone steeped in science to step outside of the box from within which she normally views the world. By spending 2 months, mostly alone, at Bernheim, contemplating these strange ideas and experiments, she gained a new perspective on nature and life. And, now that she is back in her box, her reflection on that experience, through the creation of these videos and drawings, perhaps is helping her to keep a toe outside and helping her to develop her own perspective and think about things in a new way. I believe that sometimes we are so focused on what is not possible and what we believe to be true that we miss clues that could lead us to new discoveries about ourselves and the world in which we live. I would like to take a cue from Julia and figure out ways to look at the world from a new perspective, examining what I think I know to be true, to see if I can discover new things along the way. I hope you enjoy the exhibit as well, and that you'll share your own interpretation of it in the journal and the galleries.